NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series qualifying is officially concluded for Watkins Glen, and Corey Heim picks up his fourth Truck Series pole of 2025. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series qualifying is officially done for Watkins Glen, and Corey Heim has won his fourth pole of 2025. In a field full of a lot of Cup Series drivers and great road course superstars like Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, Connor Zilisch, Brent Cruz, and many other great drivers in the sport like Chandler Smith and Lane Riggs, you have a guy like Corey Heim, who continues to put up absolute dominant numbers and has been so good so far in 2025. And his truck looked really, really good in the practice session as well. He is going to have a lot of competition in this race by a lot of people that I just mentioned a second ago, but what Corey Heim has been doing is absolutely phenomenal. He's been the best guy so far this season, and continues to put out some amazing and really, really good numbers so far in 2025. And he was really impressive in qualifying. It looked like a Cup Series driver was going to win the pole for this event. Yes, Corey Heim has many starts in NASCAR Cup competition, but only a few at this point. And you think about what's going on for next year, not sure exactly he'll be back to Tricon next year or not, but what Corey Heim's been doing is absolutely phenomenal in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Continues to be very impressive. Lead laps, he's looking to get back-to-back road course wins, because remember, he won the race at Lime Rock when he went there, and I think he'll have a good chance at opportunity to win today. Looking for, I believe, a 6th truck win in 2025. Nonetheless, congratulations to Corey Heim on winning another pole in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and continuing to put up some really strong numbers in truck competition this year. So now we're going to take a look at the top qualifiers and talk about who are the favorites going in today's race. So Corey Heim wins the pole. Christopher Bell qualifies on the front row in second. Really good job for Christopher Bell, obviously in substitution for Stuart Friesen. Good job by Bell starting inside the front row. Bell's a really good road course racer. Bell had really good speed in the practice session as well, especially on the long run. Good job for the 52 team. He'll be starting in second. Sammy Smith qualified third. An underrated road course racer, in my opinion. Did a really good job today. Had decent speed in practice. A little bit of work to do from the race setup, but he has some pretty good speed, and he can start inside the top 5 in third place. Really good job for Sammy Smith. How about Andres Perez qualifying fourth? That is really, really impressive. I believe that is the best start that Andres has had in his NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series career. Really good job for him to start inside the top 5 in fourth place. Really impressive. Andres has been a decent road racer in the past, showing some good speed. He'll start fourth. Good job for him. Gio Ruggiero qualified fifth. Continues to be the best of the rest of Tricon trucks by far. Been the best rookie in trucks this year. Been really solid. He's going to be trying to make the playoffs. He's got a good truck this weekend, starting in fifth. Good job for Gio. He'll start in fifth position. Lane Riggs qualified sixth, the closest guy to Corey Heim in the Craftsman Truck Series this year. It continues to prove why he's been the closest. Already 2 wins in the last 3 races. Looking for his first ever road course victory this weekend. He's got a really solid truck. Shows some good pace and speed in practice. He'll be starting 6th. Good job for him. Ross Chastain qualified 7th, the best of the Nice Motorsports trucks. Ross is close to winning a few Truck Series races this year with the Nice Motorsports team. He'll be starting inside the top 10 in 7th place. Really good job for Ross. Chandler Swift qualified 8th. He's shown a lot of improvement on road courses. Had top 5, top 10 speed in the other road course racing in recent years, especially with Joe Gibbs Racing a couple years back when he drove for them. Good job for Chandler Swift. He'll be starting in 8th. Ben Rose qualified 9th. Pretty impressive his qualifying run. This 99 team has been extremely inconsistent throughout the year, but they have shown improvement, at least this weekend especially. Solid job for Ben Rose. He'll be starting 9th. And Connor Mosack qualified 10th. Keep an eye on Connor Mosack today. He had decent speed in practice, had top 5, top 10 speed. Really someone who, in my opinion, is a pretty underrated road racer. May not be the best on the normal ovals, but showing some really good speed on the road courses. So solid job for him. He'll be starting 10th. Kyle Busch qualified 11th. Kyle Busch had a decent car in practice. I think he had top 5, top 10 speed, but they're having some sort of braking issue on that car, or that truck, excuse me. He'll have a little bit of work to do to contend for the victory, but he'll be starting in 11th. Tanner Gray qualified 12th, a massive pickup from the last road race. He was terrible last time we were at Lime Rock, so this is a big improvement from Tanner Gray. He'll be starting in 12th place. Tyler Ingram qualified 13th, not too bad, not great, just a decent qualifying run for Tyler Ingram. Connor Zilisch qualified 14th. That's definitely the big surprise for me. Connor had really good speed in practice, so I don't know what happened in the qualifying session. My best guess is he had some sort of fuel pressure issue. They're mentioning he was having some sort of fuel gauge issue or something in the truck, so he might have to go to the rear field because of that. That definitely surprised me for sure, but he's got a really good truck, so I'm not too concerned about him being a major factor for the win. Nice isn't as good as a team like Junior Motorsports, for example, either, but I think he's got good speed. Just a little bit of work to do in the race. He'll be starting in 14th. Jake Garcia qualified 15th. Not too bad for Jake. A little bit of work to do to get up front contend, but decent speed for him. Williams Walsh qualified in 16th. Daniel Hemmer qualified in 17th. Park Clermont qualified as top 20, 18th place. Brent Cruz qualified 19th, the first race for the new Brent Cruz Motorsports organization. Brent had decent speed in practice. Is not the best qualifying run, unfortunately. Being part of that first group doesn't help, unfortunately. Got a little bit of work to do in the race, but I think it'll be a top 10th. Brent has a good chance to win the ARCA race coming up here really soon. He'll be starting in 19th. And Roger Kurth qualifies in 20th. Chris Buescher qualified 21st, of course, making his first career NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series star. He's going to have to go to the rear of the field star race because some sort of mechanical issue. He'll be starting in the back, in the rear of the field. Qualified 21st. Dawson Sutton qualified 22nd. Jack Wood qualified 23rd. Matt Crafton continues to struggle in the Truck Series this year. He qualifies in 24th. 25th for Matt Mills, continuing to struggle in the Truck Series this year also. Timmy Hill qualified in 26th. William Lambros qualified in 27th. Tony Breidinger, one of the slowest trucks in the field. Terrible for her, just not good a year so far. She qualifies in 28th. Wesley Slim qualifies in 29th. And Spencer Boyd qualifies 30th. And the last car they qualified on time is Derek White in 31st. There are 5 trucks that did not make an attempt in qualifying. Grant Enfinger had an axle issue. He'll be starting back in 32nd. Ty Majeski had been trying to make an adjustment on the car that was not approved. He'll be starting back in 33rd. Frankie Muniz qualified in 34th. Didn't make a time as well. I'm not sure what happened to him. Caden Honeycutt was 35th. Of course, the only time he'll drive for Young, so he'll drive the 52 truck after this weekend's race going into next week's race at Richmond. Caden got on the outside wall during practice. They had to fix their truck a little bit. He'll be starting back in 35th. And Gian Buffamante, who drives for, I believe, Nitro Motorsports in the Trans Am Series, he qualified in 36th. Not sure what happened to him. They didn't mention what happened with his time, but he didn't get a chance to go out there when it comes to qualifying. So now, that is the top qualifiers. Let's talk about the threats going in today's race. Beginning with the fact, I think it's going to be really tough to pass in a Truck Series race. These tires are not really falling off much at all. They were getting their fastest laps on like lap 14 and lap 15 of the practice sessions. That is a little bit concerning. Now, granted, they might have actually had extra sets of tires. I'm not entirely sure. But I did not see much fall off during the practice session at all. You need fall off, in my opinion, to create at least some decent racing. And there wasn't a lot of fall off. They were getting faster as time went on. So I think it is going to be very tough to pass, and track position is going to be key, considering this is actually going to be a pretty short race. I think it's only like 70 laps, I'm pretty sure. So this is going to be a really fast race later today as well. I think the biggest threats to win, Corey Heim obviously been the best guy in trucks all season long. I think that Connor Zilch, despite the fact he's starting a little bit farther back, I think he's a great road racer. He'll be a contender for the win. Kyle Busch, I think, had a decent truck, but just a little bit of work to do on the braking side of things. I think Christopher Bell will be a pretty emotional win if that 52 truck does go to victory lane. I look for Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher to be up there today as well, and I think Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith could also be factors in the race today as well. So we'll see how things go in the Craftsman Truck Series race later today, but it should be exciting and really fun. Hopefully an exciting race. Not a lot of tire fall, but it should be interesting to see how today's race goes at Watkins Glen. So, that is going to be it for reactions in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series qualifying from Watkins Glen. Only thing, guys, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's race. Your thoughts on today's race, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Corey Heim on winning the pole. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In a couple hours, so now we're going to see reactions to the Craftsman Truck Series race from Watkins Glen. Do a review on that. Then tomorrow we'll have the Cup Series reactions to qualifying for Watkins Glen and the Xfinity review. And then, of course, on Sunday we'll have a starting lineup video for the Go Bowling at the Glen. Then the Cup review for the Go Bowling at the Glen. And then on Monday we'll have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. There could be 2 videos coming because there's been a lot of news over the last day or so. And then, of course, on Tuesday we'll have something special dropping and maybe doing a silly season update on the channel. Just have to kind of wait and see. We got content coming up. People like Haley Ding and Shane Gisberg and Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, Frankie Muniz, other people like Connor Zilch, Junior Motorsports, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Cletus Varn, Dodge Ram, all the good stuff that we talk about on the channel in the coming days and weeks as we progress through August. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content, other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, buddy.